Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev. This is Empyrion Galactic Survival. And we're going to be doing a beginner's guide for you guys to help you guys survive in this game. I've put in, at this point, between 40 and 50 hours just cranking stuff out, testing things. So, first thing you want to do is come over here. You want to hit your T key. You can see up in the right hand corner, it'll give you little tips. Now if you hold your tab key, your left tab, and then left click with your mouse, you can move everything over quickly. If you do it just with the left mouse, you have to go back and forth. Easier to do it that way. Then you Promethean, that'll be one of the first things we go after. Next you want to go here and take everything, go here and take this, put this crappy projectile weapon back. Don't bring the 50 cal bullets over. We got other plans. Okay, and then the one next to it, whoops. Alright, we got everything. Okay, so next thing we do is we come over here and iron deposit, that's that way. Promethean's that way. Now it's the same start on whenever you use the survival mode. They have a survival, creative, and creative empty. Creative empty, obviously empty. Creative is you don't have to find any of your resources. All you got to do is hit a menu key and you're good to go. Anyway, so here we go. Hit your T key, open that up. This is our power supply for our little shuttle here. Now to turn your power on, you have to go into the cockpit and hit your Y key. You go turn it on, hit the T key again to get out, in and out. We go up here to the constructor. First thing we're going to want to do is move over everything, and then we want to go up here, and if you look over to your right, it says it takes 10 pellets. We've got 120 pellets. So I'll make what, 12? Something like that. Should be right. Oh no, it produces 2. Whoops. Does it say? Oh, there it is. Output count 2. So it'll make 24. Right. Yep. Okay, so then the next thing you're going to do is, while those are being made, is come over here and look at the assault rifle. Now, to make the assault rifle, we're going to need metal components and one electronic. So we're going to go back here, metal plate, metal components, make 5 of those, 1 electronic. Next, we're going to want to do the ammunition, and it's the 6.8 round, and it takes 5 metal pieces. So we come back over here, metal pieces. And let's see. Now if you hit your left shift key, you can add things in the quantity of 10. And if you turn the constructor off, you can then take away in quantities of 10 again with the left shift key. Or you can just click to your heart's content and do it that way. Oh, that's probably too many. And then we already have the magnesium powder down here, so it only let us make so much. So as it's making those components, let's see. Oh, we need to make the bullets. So we'll make, whoops. You can always just overshoot the number. If you only put a certain amount of components in, it'll only make so much, and then it just shuts off the rest. And then once this is done being made, we'll want it to make our rifle for us. And then, now while that's going, we are going to go in this direction. You can see this ugly looking thing over there. We'll get to that. If you hold your left shift key down, you can sprint. Your J key is your jetpack. Now, stuff that is deadly versus stuff that is not. Currently, they don't put anything. I haven't had anything come over here yet, so we're fine. These little guys are a good source of meat, but they don't hurt you. Yo, what's up? Hello, dinosaur. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Anyways, you're going to want to run out here. And hit your I key. Take your oxygen generator. Oh, I didn't bring one of the power supplies. You're going to want to bring at least one or two of the power supplies with you. That's fine, no biggie. And basically just stick this thing wherever. When it's red, it won't go down. Blue is fine. Go over to it. Hit your T key. Add one of your power supplies. Turn around. Go immediately back to the escape pod. So while we're out running around getting out of the things, we're going to be having oxygen made for us. You have to put in water, otherwise it does not work. Now the other thing with you see we've got a stamina bar down there. Purified water will bring your stamina back up a little quicker. You want to save that though, because you might be in a situation where you're running low on various things and you can't quite get there, right? You're running out of oxygen, you're running out of food, and you want to save that for your sprinting. So we come back here, and now we've got 24 of these. If you right click, you will split your stacks. So I'm going to take half of those. Okay, I'm going to take all of them, and I'm going to put the other half in here to be making. Now, the other thing we want to be doing, we want to put our control thing down here into the production tab, is while we're gone next, is we're going to want to make a ground starter vessel. To do that, it takes a hover engine, your core, and 8 hull blocks. So 8 hull blocks are 2 of the metal frames. So we need 8 of those, or 16. So then there we go. Whoop, one too many. And you do want to make sure that you get a piece of paper, so as we go through and you're making everything you need to make, you want to make sure that you have everything that you have, or you're writing things down. You don't want to make too many components that you don't need, because you will run out of stuff very quickly. So we're going to start with our ground vessel, right? So once we have those two things, we need the hover engine. So you go all the way over here to your electronics tab, all the way to the right, come down here, have it make a hover engine. Now what does the hover engine need? Because we're going to have to actually take it off. There we go. So we're going to need 2 motors, electronics, 8. Basically you need all of those things. So you come back over here. Now it gets into the fun part, because you see to make 2 motors, you're going to need 2 metal components. So we actually need 4 of those, 6 cables, and 2 of the electronics. Now, the important thing to keep in mind here, some of these things you can see are, and it's real easy to tell, silicon or anything in an ingot you can just make, but at the point it's got anything else in it, it usually means you've got to put things together first to make it. So what else does it need? 3 electronics. Okay. And 8 metal components. 3 cables, 1, 2, 3, whoop, and 5 pipes. Now currently we have all of this, it shouldn't be a problem. So, and then the pipes are 2 metal plates, so we'll actually just go up, since we haven't been made yet, and we'll make 10 more of those. And Stop. You don't need more than about 150 rounds to start with. So we'll just take the rest of those out. The assault rifle takes 25 rounds to a clip. It does take a while for it to reload, so you do want to keep that in mind. But it will kill things with one clip. Don't try and take on more than one thing if it is at all possible. But there we go. So now that, after all, we get all of those things made, and then we'll make our hover engine. And at that point, we can make our first ground vessel because we have the hull blocks, the core already made, and then the hover engine. So we'll leave all of that running. Go back to your power supply. If you hit the left shift key and click on a path thing, it'll fill completely up. There we go. So now that we have wait a minute, did I not grab it? No, I didn't grab it. So make sure you grab your assault rifle. Put it in your 1 slot. And then the other thing we're going to put in the number 2 slot, at least I like to, is the rocket launcher. So, okay, we got our flattening filler and flattening tool. Now, you're not going to probably need that until you actually make your land speeder. And then the other thing is a repair tool. Let's see. There it is. Removal and repair. That way you can, as you get your ship gets damaged, or if you put a component where you don't want it, you can do that. Of course, I'll show you guys how to do that. So, as we got all these things going here now, we're good. Next thing we're going to do is go and mine. Now, the other thing you might want to keep in mind, you might want to do is take 1, and I do mean 1, of the emergency rations. Those are going to have to survive until we can get to something different or make food. We'll come to a point where you guys can make that decision for yourself. I then put, actually I put it like this, and put this here. Alright. Now they do have big medic packs. I could have swore the big medic packs were... Nope. They're in that beast over there. And that's a ways, but that is not what we're going to go do first. First and foremost, you've got to have power. Everything runs on power. So, now, I'm going to hit the R key, and listen how long it takes to reload. So, 2 clicks for us to get the 25 rounds up, so be very careful. Right now, there are certain things that if they attack you, you don't have a way to heal yourself. You can get an open wound, or you can get a bug that'll eat you from the inside out. It's not good. So, can't even pronounce that one. Okay. So, as we come over here, normally they have a guy patrolling around here. There he is. He's coming right over to us. And again, this is early access, so... Oh shit, I already missed him. But you see how fast he moves? That is faster than we can move. And he is dead. So, you got meat here. No point in that. Alien tooth won't rot on you. But these guys will, so there's no point in screwing with those. So we're going to be over here. We're going to get our Promethean deposit. Okay, so you can see here. Now, sometimes you'll see a discoloration on the ground. Sometimes you won't. So... Now, depending on how quick you do things, you can set your little light up here if you want, which of course is your I key. He's got this little portable work light. And to move your work light around, you use your delete end and your insert home keys. All those move all the components around, so you can put them in different areas, different ways, as you can see. And then once it's placed, it'll shine, and then to pick it up, you just hit T. Alrighty, folks, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take, and I'm going to mine this all out. Then I am going to mine out that iron deposit. I'm going to then construct those into their base components, and then we'll come back and we'll start putting our land speeder together in the next episode. So we'll be building our speeder. We should be at that point, I think. And that is basically how you start. As always, folks, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share, all that good stuff. Help my channel out. That's the way I can keep making these tutorials. As always, I'm the Rev. Keep your heads down, your asses up, and I'll see you guys real soon. And we will put together our first vehicle, I think, in the next episode, if we have enough components.